Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're grabbing our magnifying glass and looking at the world of online shopping scams.
hmm
We've analyzed some source material that gives you a really practical checklist for flagging suspicious sites using stores like Snapshred.store as our main example.
That's exactly right. And our mission here is to find a shortcut to safety.
Right.
We're pulling out the specific, actionable red flags that you need to check before you input any payment info.
So you can actually tell if a slick-looking site is legitimate.
Exactly. Not just guessing based on, a nice design.
Okay, let's unpack this. So where do we even begin?
Well, the first check is probably the simplest one. It's about their digital existence.
You mean, do they exist outside their own website?
Precisely. Genuine brands don't just thrive in a vacuum. So, Google them, check Instagram, look for YouTube reviews.
And if you find absolutely nothing.
If there is zero digital footprint, that is a huge warning sign.
Okay, so let's say they pass that basic test. What's
Yeah.
next?
Then you move to the site itself. And this is where it gets interesting. Because even when scammers invest in a sharp-looking storefront, they often cut corners
How so? Where?
on the product details. You have to really zoom in on the images
Because they're stolen.
a lot of the time, yeah.
Yeah.
Look for low resolution, strange watermarks, or even brand tags that don't match the store name.
Wait, but if they're building a professional facade, why risk using obviously scraped bad images?
I mean, it's about efficiency. It takes real effort to do original photography. And look at the product listing, too. If the size or color options are vague, that's another sign it was just copied and pasted.
That makes sense. It shows they don't actually have inventory control.
They don't have inventory, period.
So let's talk about the non-negotiable legal stuff.
Right. You have to scroll down to the site footer. You must have a clear company name, a privacy policy, and terms and conditions.
And if that legal identity is just
You bet.
missing.
You should be immediately suspicious, and this is critical, if you don't see that SSL padlock icon.
The not secure warning.
Yes. If you see that, click out immediately. It means they haven't even bothered with basic data encryption.
This next flag is extremely specific, and I think it's a great one. These pricing oddities.
Oh, this is a big one.
The idea that you'll see products universally listed at like $29.99 or $59.99 across the whole site.
Yes, that pattern just screams fake inventory. Real retail doesn't look that uniform.
Why do they do that?
It's often just automated tools or basic Shopify templates that default to those numbers. It's easy, but it's a giveaway.
What about when you actually go to buy something? The transaction itself.
Look out for checkout pressure.
Yes.
If the process is rushing you or redirects you to some unknown payment page that looks totally different.
That's textbook sketchy behavior.
Textbook. And here's a good tip. Try viewing the site on your phone.
Oh.
Many scam sites are just glitchy or broken on mobile because they haven't invested in it.
Okay, finally, let's talk about proof. What about customer reviews? If a site has 500 five-star reviews, isn't that enough?
Not always. You need real evidence, not just text.
So you mean like photos?
Exactly. User-submitted photos, unboxing videos, something that shows a real person got a real product. Fake sites can generate those positive text reviews all day long.
So no visual proof from the community is a bad sign.
A very bad sign. And check the delivery promises. If they're making unlikely guarantees without naming a courier or a warehouse, you can bet it's all fabricated. And of course, a quick domain age lookup can tell you if the site was created last week.
So if we distill all this down, it really comes to three critical questions you have to ask yourself. One, can I find this store, its products, and its customers anywhere outside of its own site?
2, are there real customers providing genuine visual proof?
And 3, does the pricing seem just a little too good or too consistent to be true?
Exactly. And it all boils down to critical thinking. That is your single best defense.
So what's the final thought we should leave people with?
If a deal seems genuinely too good to be true, you have to ask yourself a question. What assumptions are you making about the store's legitimacy that you haven't actually verified?
Start verifying before you start buying.
That's it. Stop assuming, start verifying.